The acidification of the FA samples involves the use of hazardous reagents, and great care should be taken at all times. Before commencing any work, don a laboratory coat along with nitrile gloves and safety glasses. For this task, the workspace should be well ventilated and free from any distractions. Pour some cold tap water into a large Nalgene laboratory beaker. Arrange the FA samples on the work surface. Group them by field batch and place them in numerical order and in rows of up to 7. For a new field batch, take a bottle of nitric acid from its safe pack and write the field batch, your initials and date on the label. Ensure you are using the correct acid bottle for each field batch. The dispenser can accommodate up to 7 samples for each refill. Therefore, it is ideal to remove the caps from one row of 7 bottles at a time. Take the autopipette from its box. You will need one new 5 ml combi tip for each field batch acid bottle you use. Open the sealed poly bag containing a new combi tip without removing it from the bag or handling the tip. The combi tip loads into the autopipette in a straight, steady motion with even pressure and audibly clicks into place. Ensure the display reads 600 microliters. If necessary, adjust the dial until this quantity is shown. Check that the display is neither flashing nor has an error code. Carefully remove the cap from the acid bottle, taking care not to inhale any vapor that may be released. Place the combi tip into the bottle and fill by firmly and swiftly drawing up the lower lever as far as it will go. Now hold the autopipette over the laboratory beaker and push down the upper lever once to prepare it for dispensing. The top right corner of the display should now say Steps 0. You are now ready to start acidifying the samples. Place the autopipette above each sample bottle and dispense a single measure of acid into each by pushing the upper lever once. Ensure that the tip does not touch the water sample or the sample bottle. The steps number in the top right corner of the display should increase by 1 each time a measure is dispensed. After 7 measures have been dispensed, the autopipette should be refilled with acid without the need to expel what remains in the combi tip, so long as the same acid bottle is used. Always ensure the autopipette is kept upright when a tip is inserted. If tilted, acid could enter the mechanism and damage it. Ensure the tip does not come into contact with any sample or any other surface. If it does, discard and use a new one. Use a fresh combi tip for each day and for each field batch you are working on. When all the samples in a batch have been acidified, dispense any remaining acid into the laboratory beaker by pushing the bottom lever down as far as it will go. Never return acid to the acid bottle. Eject the combi tip into the laboratory beaker by pressing down the top lever. The priority is to carefully close the acid bottle and return it to the safe pack. Now replace the caps on each of the stream water sample bottles. Place the acidified samples in the labelled FA bags, carefully ensuring that the numbers on the bottles correspond to the range of numbers on the bag. To finish, place the laboratory beaker in the sink and rinse any used combi tips. Run the cold water tap and empty the combi tips and diluted water and acid solution into the sink. Ensure the laboratory beaker is well rinsed after use. To safely dispose of the combi tips, hold them in one hand and use your other hand to pull a glove over them. Repeat this process with the other glove. Now the gloves and compi tips can be disposed of in a normal waste bin. When all the FA samples have been bagged, they must be refrigerated for storage.